And then we'll cross the right ankle over the left thigh. Adjust your seat, so I'm scooching forward just a little bit. Right hand to your right knee, left hand to your heel. Compress, and then rotate your thigh, rotate your shin. So a little up and down. If for some reason this doesn't feel good, just you can also engage your foot and let gravity do its trick here. I really like this compression, pushing in on that top of the knee, bottom of the heel, and rotating the right hip up and down a little bit. And then you can let go of that pressure. Just hold on to the shin, point your toes, take your left hand to the toes and pull them toward you. So nice stretch to the top of the foot, top of the toes. If your ankle is started to roll up toward you, bring it down so the foot stays in line with your shin and stretch there. So if you've started to sort of make it more of an outer ankle stretch, try to make it more a top of the ankle stretch. And then the opposite, we're going to pull the toes back and take your left hand to the toes and pull them back slightly. So now you've got a stretch to the toes, pulling them back. And then release the toes and roll your ankle around here. So do your ankle circles here. Go 5 or 6 times in one direction and then reverse to the second side. And then from here, take your fingers and start working them into your toes. If you need to bring your foot a little closer, if you need to change your seat to do this, that's okay. What you want to try to do is work your fingers in between all of your toes. It can take a minute. Do the best you can. If all you get is the very tip of your toe, that's okay. Just work your fingers in there slowly. And then once they're there, move your hand back and forth. And again, if some of your toes, if you can't quite get your fingers between them, that's okay. Just do the best you can and work those toe joints, giving them a nice separation, using your fingers for that separation. If your fingers are in between your toes and you would like to spread your fingers a little bit and add a little bit extra, go right ahead, and you're going to spread and then squeeze. Spread, squeeze. Giving those toes a nice release this morning. This is great for hammer toes and bunions and plantar fasciitis and also the Morton's neuroma. All of these things, great way to prevent or to work on them. Adding some mobility to the feet, which spend way too much time in toe boxes that are too small. Nice job. All right, go ahead and work those fingers out of there. Roll the ankle again. And as you roll the ankle, spread the toes as if you're raking the toes through sand. And then we'll move on to the second side. So let the right leg down. And you can just maybe look down at your feet, and mine are 2 different colors right now. Try to spread your toes. My right toes are going much further apart than my left. And then let's bring the left knee in, give it a little hug toward the body. And then slowly cross your ankle over. Compress at the knee and the heel as you rotate the hip, up and down. Best you can. Any effort is a good effort. Differences side to side are normal, but we do want to work on them. All right, from here, release. Just hold on to the shin and circle the ankle a few times. maybe 5 or 6 times each direction, playing with the toes a little bit as you do that. Check your breathing, check your spine. Are you still sitting up tall? What's going on with the bottom foot? Are you gripping with your toes? Can you push more through the 4 corners and let the toes release? Beautiful. Nice. Now point your foot, take your right hand to the top of the toes. We're going to stretch out the top of the ankle and the top of the toes gently. Again, the ankle, we're going to keep it in line with the shin rather than lifting the toes up toward the sky. So you get a nice stretch to the top of the foot, the toes. This is also getting the front of the shin slightly. Remember to breathe. And then the opposite, we'll bring the toes back, bring your hand to underneath the toes and pull them up toward the kneecap. Nice stretch to the plantar fascia, heel. See if you can smile while you do this. And then release the toes. Now we'll work the fingers through the toes of the left foot. And it's okay if you take a moment to do this. Some of you love this. I know every time we do this, you let me know how awesome your feet feel. Others, this is quite challenging. Remember, every class, there's going to be things that you love that other people don't, and things that they love that you don't. So we all are different. We try to mix it up for everybody. So once your fingers are through there, try to breathe and relax your shoulders because I know it can be uncomfortable. And then just let your foot relax. And for those of you that are able to get your fingers through and you want that extra stretch, you're going to open up the hand and then close it. So open and close. If that doesn't feel good, don't do it. Or maybe you can do it for a couple toes, but sometimes, especially sometimes around that first and second toe, second and third toe, that can be hard. Nice. Lovely. You can work those toes up and down and around as well. Foot love. And go ahead and let the fingers come out. Circle the foot once again, and again, use those toes, really use those little muscles as if you're raking your toes through sand. You're on the beach and you want to see a toe mark for each toe. And let that come on down. Beautiful.